fuel assistance, can they do more? Yes, absolutely they can do more, right? They've just scratched the surface with 45 cents and 55 cents. And may offer more assistance in the future. Now may is one of the weakest words in the dictionary. It's like maybe, right? May offer you assistance, more assistance in the future. Doesn't help drivers. Dara Khoshawi, that doesn't drive hell delivery people. Dara, that doesn't help your gig workers, Logan Green, right? We may give you some more fuel assistance in the future. Now we're talking now, in the present right now, right? And you are losing droves and droves and droves of drivers because it does not make economic sense to drive under those conditions, under those gas prices. And you have a golden opportunity to step up, to do right for the people that are bringing you in boatloads of cash, right? You have this opportunity to step up. But when you have poor management, I mean, almost no management, happy Thursday, Scott, and you send your spokesman out there and you say, oh, we may assist you in the future. Well, that's basically like saying, if you, Thomas Gibson in the house, thank you, high five. How are you, buddy? Shout out to San Diego, to Thomas Gibson, subscribe to him. He's got an awesome channel. He's got his fleet of cars. He knows what he's doing. Good to see you, Thomas. 90 degrees over here in Santa Monica. Let's be nice and let this guy in. You're welcome. Let the fellow driver in. But the way I'm looking at the picture right now, or the bigger picture, you're obviously losing a lot of drivers that say, nope, just not willing to return under those conditions, right? They're missing the boat. They're missing the opportunity to do right by the drivers and offer proper assistance per mile. Instead, they choose the wording carefully, maybe, and temporary assistance. It's going to cost them dearly. It's going to cost them so many drivers. And the bottom line is, oh my gosh, this looks terrible here. There's like all this homeless trash all burnt out. Wow, it looks really bad. Whatever you guys are doing out there, it's working, right? You're putting the pressure on them. There's protests, there's strikes, there's caravans around the country, and more gig workers are coming together because they're fed up. They've had enough, right? They've just absolutely had enough. And if you already hear a spokesman coming out, they know it's burning, right? It's burning all around them. They're losing drivers. The people are upset. They're angry. They're protesting. And so to try and put out some little fires, they say, we may offer more assistance in the future, right? It's almost like, hey, it's like half a dose of a headache tablet, right? We'll give you this, we'll dangle this little promise, but it's only a maybe, right? And it's a little soundbite that a couple of drivers will be okay with. No, you should not be okay with that statement. We may offer you assistance in the future. You should never be happy with that. You got to keep on pushing, circulate those messages, right? Get them out there, because the only way we win this battle is if we keep, right? It's working. Amazon had a big defeat. Uber and Lyft are genuinely scared, otherwise they wouldn't come out with this PR statement that they may offer. They are scared because they can see what's happening on the street, and they can see that the drivers are leaving in droves. ask you kindly, keep up that pressure. Every time you see an article about another carjacking, right? Like the two #1 carjacking apps, Uber and Lyft, right? Every time you see another story, tweet it, put it out there in your Facebook pages, circulate, right? Just keep on putting that relentless pressure on in social media, because the one thing these companies always try to protect, and that's their public image. And that's why you'll see that their stock, I'm pretty sure the stock is, what, 33, 34 today? It's my guess. It's just not going anywhere, right? And they're all over the map. There's just no management. Oh, we couldn't destroy the taxi industry, so we're going to join the taxi industry. Now, another video that I'm going to make, Uber, Dara said, oh, we're going to become the super app. We're going to offer trains, access to planes, access to buses, to cars. They are changing the direction of that company every few weeks. No one has faith in the stock anymore. $33, right? $33. All people are reading every single day, whether it's Philadelphia, Chicago, LA, San Diego, New York, Washington, DC, carjacking after carjacking, murder after murder. That cannot be good for Uber's public image. That cannot be good for Lyft. That cannot be good for DoorDash. But leadership, right, is failing to do something about it. So we got to bring the battle to them. We got to force them to make those changes. So I ask you not to give up, but to be relentless. We are winning this fight, I can tell you. There's a turn. We are winning this fight because they can see how angry gig workers have become. We can no longer be conned that we independent contractors or IC plus, as they try to brand us, because they are not giving us the independency, and drivers are fed up. They're fed up with these ultra high gas prices. They're fed up that Uber and Lyft are charging riders 2 to 3 times the amount, but not taking care of the drivers. So we got to highlight those stories every single day. You can find some ammunition, shoot it their way, right? Put it out there in social media. Got to really keep these stories circulating. We got to unify around these issues of safety, more fuel assistance, carjackings. We got to circulate and circulate. Put the stories out there, please, because whatever you are doing, it's working. We have their attention. We got to just keep on pushing harder, right? We got to keep on pushing harder. Man, it's been so crazy busy. And then, by the way, I do want to make a video. I'm sort of going to give a little bit away here, but there is only one way to still make money with Uber and Lyft, right? And I'll gladly show you that in the other video. There are a handful of cities where people are still making money in certain shifts, right? But the only way, and I don't want to go into too much detail because I'll do that in a separate video, but the only way is really to set yourself up as a true independent contractor, keep on driving with Uber and Lyft, and start recruiting their clients away, right? I'll show you how to do that without showing up on the radar, without getting caught out, right? But you want to convert as many of those people and bring them across into your own business. I'm highly, highly encouraging those people to set some money aside and start your own driver for hire private chauffeur business, right? So like I say, there is still money to be made with Uber and Lyft, but you got to know how to recruit their clients away. If they are not taking care of you, you take care of yourself, right? You've made them enough money. Some people giving them 10, 15, 20. Dietmar gave them like almost 26,000 trips. Francisco, my other friend, 32,000 trips. You've done a lot for those companies. Now it's time to take back. You've got to take care of yourself. 99. I'm going to show you as soon as it hits 100 here. It's almost 99 outside. 12, 15. Oh, somebody. We've got 21 people in the house, 23 people in the house. Shout out. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm still on 99. I have a feeling as soon as we dip down into the valley here, it's going to hit 100. It's on 99 right now. Just leaving the west side of Los Angeles, if you know where that is. I'm going up the 405 past the Getty, past the Skirball, and usually when you dip down into the valley, the temperatures rise quite a bit. It should go from about 99 to 105 within about 6-7 miles from now. So whatever you are doing, like I said, I'm repeating myself here, but keep on pushing, keep on putting the stories out there. Awesome day. Yes, it is. It's an awesome, awesome, beautiful day. Anybody experiencing freezing temperatures? I don't think so. Pretty hot all around. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a glorious, wonderful, amazing Thursday afternoon. Whether you're working, whether you're with your family. Just a couple of words of encouragement. Whatever you are doing out there in social media, circulating the stories about the poor safety, about the carjackings, about the poor fuel assistance, it's working. You have their attention. Be relentless. Keep on pushing, right? I call it a death by 1,000 cuts. You keep on cutting them, cutting them, cutting them, cutting. You can't back down. You can't back off. You got to keep the pressure on. The way you keep the pressure on is in social media. Every time you come across a story where it once again highlights the poor management of these executive trash teams, put it out there. Tweet it, Facebook it, put it out. Add more pressure, add more pressure. Because when they realize they're not going to get out of the $33 to $35 margin on the stock price, they're going to have to change things radically. This whole bullshit super app idea, I don't know if you guys read about it, but you know, the guy from whatever Expedia, Dara, he wants to turn Uber into a super app right now. You can book trains, you can book planes, you can book cars, you can book bicycles, scooters, bless you. Once again, changing direction. Last week announcing that they're joining forces with San Francisco taxi organization, with the New York. They try to burn these companies out. I'm asking taxi drivers, do not fall for it, right? Do not fall for their cheap tactics. Cheers, salut, nastarovia, chin chin, à votre santé. Salut. Prost, Kameraden. Ali, thank you, my friend. I try to, you know, when you're explaining things, or you know, even in sales, you got to create a picture, right? And then you got to frame the picture. So, you know, I think listening is important. People give you feedback, and then you try and as best frame it for the person, right? This is what's going on. This is impacting this. This is how this is affecting this, right? When you can frame it and the people actually start seeing a picture, that's when you get clarity. And to me, right now, it's very, very clear, talking about clarity, is that they know we are upset. And I'm not just talking about subscribers in this channel. I'm talking about the millions and millions and millions of gig workers are fed up, right? Whether you're a food delivery driver, Amazon Flex driver, Grubhub driver, Postmates driver, Lyft driver, Ola driver, people are fed up, right? Because there's that like corporate greed on the top, and they throw you a couple of sound bites thinking you're stupid enough to accept them. No, you won't. Doesn't take away the pain, right? At the pump, doesn't take away the fear of carjacking. The only way to counter that is to use the stories against them. They are creating the stories of carjackings because they're failing. They're not changing the system. They think it's okay to accept prepaid cards, no names, no photos. They think that's okay. So every time you get a story about carjacking, you got to use it against them, right? Don't just read it, but do something with the story, right? Don't just sit back like, oh my God, I'm shocked, another carjacking story. No, okay, here is another opportunity to apply pressure on Lyft and Uber and to connect with the public, right? If the public sees that these companies are not doing anything for us, the driver, if the public sees that these companies do not have leadership, do you think that they're going to go and invest in that stock? No. Hence $33, my friends. It's trash. And it'll stay trash until they actually get some proper managers in to do something about it, right? You know, I'll give you another idea how pressure is working. So Hertz screwed over thousands and thousands of drivers. In fact, had a lot of drivers arrested because they're just using that as excuse to draw monies out of their accounts. And then their CEO, I think his name is Stefan Scher, it's like they bring him in, the cleanup guy, the mop guy, and he realizes, hey, we effed up. You know, thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Keep the great stories coming my way. Guys, ever need any EV questions, electric vehicle questions answered, Dan's the man. Right, so the CEO of Hertz, they bring him in, Stefan Scher, and realizing Hertz is falling apart, getting so much negative. I even made a couple of videos, right? We're putting so much pressure on Hertz, exposing the lies. Don't try and sell us an EV car for 330 when it's over 550 a week, 570 a week. Stop lying to the people. So we expose these stories in social media, and now they bring in the mop guy, the cleanup guy, who says, hey, we got to settle these lawsuits and we got to start fresh. We got to clean up our image. If you have to use those words, we have to clean up our image, that means you know your company effed up, right? You will never hear, we have to clean up our image. We have to do right by the drivers. We have to do right by the riders. No, it's when you're stuck in that ego and it's all me, investor me, they're never going to see the sunlight. They're always going to be hidden behind the clouds because they're in that own little fantasy world and nothing's moving forward. Like, Dara, you can't see that your stock is not going to move upwards over $33, $35 until you fundamentally change things, until you show true leadership. You are pathetic in that role, right? No, he'd rather increase his own salary, take away. And I don't want to sound like I'm giving you the fact. This is not creating some like dark story. This is reality. Nothing will change until they bring fundamental change. And if they do not bring the fundamental change, we have to bring the change to them. And you're doing a fantastic job by outing them. Hey, look at here. Another 79-year-old just got carjacked in Arkansas. This guy just got shot in San Diego. Keep those stories circulating, right? We have an army. We have an army of social media soldiers. Let's use our power, my friends. Do me a favor. Next time you read an article where you feel disappointed, once again, another carjacking, another murder, another insult, another algorithmic BS, use that sound bite. tweet it out, drop it in Facebook, make your own video, right? I highly encourage you to talk about these topics, right? If you have a screenshot and you can show that your tips were stolen, make a video, right? The more pressure we put on these companies, the more the investors will see we cannot back this dead horse called Dara. We cannot back this dead horse called Logan. We got to do something. And another thing I've been getting so many messages from people like, hey, I got deactivated. How can you help me? Or I hear that you can help. Listen, we have a great program with at least 50% success rate. And sometimes you have to push a little bit harder in life, right? So if these companies are not cooperating with you, if they are not answering you, if they are keeping you in the hamster wheel, if the hub is just pulling wool over your head, right? Or wool over your eyes, whatever the saying is, keep pushing more. If it means taking the matter to small claims court and forcing them to mediate before a hearing and show their evidence, do so. It only costs $30, $40. It only costs serving papers at a hub, right? But you got to take your power back. It's like in a marathon. You can't enter a full marathon and stop halfway through the marathon. Oh, I'm done. No, go all the way to the finishing line. You know, as uncomfortable as it may be, you got to go all the way and finish the marathon. So if they have outed you, if they have shorted you, if they have screwed you over, if they have brought a wrongful rider complaint against you, if they have made up allegations against you that cost you your account, your platform, your privileges, fight back. We can do a big portion of the fight for you. Very often we succeed, and if not, we'll help you. We'll help you with those small claims. Keep fighting, guys. It's your money, right? Your rights. You're not going to have some pathetic rider screw your entire livelihood up because you went out and bought a brand new Camry and you got kicked off the platform over some BS report. Got to fight back, man. We're on 100 now. It's 100 Fahrenheit. Woo, it's hot. Caliente. I need to crank up the air conditioning a bit more here. It is hot, my friends. What's the temperature like in Vegas? Anybody report what's the temperature like in Chicago, New York? I'd want to know. I'm always curious about temperatures for some reason. Got 31 people in the house. Happy Thursday, tomorrow Friday, then the weekend. Give you a little traffic update here. David's in the house. Dom's in the house. What up, my brother? Good to see you. Uber Comfort Electric. Okay, but yeah, but they're offering Uber Comfort Electric, right? But they're taking away the green, the green subsidy, that the money that they were offering you for going out, the incentive for getting a green car. They've taken that away. But strangely enough, they have the money to introduce green comfort now. 74 in Florida. Thank you for the update, Jake. I appreciate it. Detroit 48. Wow. Israel, thank you so much. Phoenix is in the house. Let's start building, Phoenix. You and I, let's get our tools out. Phoenix and I are going to build a house together. Can't build in this heat. David's in the house. Hex Games in the house. 53 Philadelphia. Damn, you can have add another 49 in San Luis. Add another Dandan. Add another 51 to that. 100 over here. 100. 100. It's 100% right now. 100 Fahrenheit. Gotta put a short shirt on this morning. Took my I'm actually gonna do a quick pit stop, get a whole bunch of magazines every week. I get free magazines, and then I attach the cards. My business partner and I, Andrew, real estate cards to the home magazines. So all the rich and wealthy get the phone number and the website, right? Always marketing, always networking, always creating opportunities. That's how you got to think in this game, right? Don't be satisfied with the fact that you're on this platform and, oh wow, I have this amazing opportunity. I downloaded Uber, I downloaded Lyft, so I'm going to go and make some money. No, look at all the money in this business. And I highly suggest you go and set up your LLC. You get your state license, your livery license, your driver for hire license, your private chauffeur. $1,200. Very expensive is the commercial insurance, but guess what? You are a true independent contractor. You set your rates, you can decline trips, right? Right now, with these high fuel prices, all my private clients, I've told them, all your fares are going up until these prices come down. They have no problem with that, right? So I am not losing right now as a private driver, private client, because they know gas prices are real. And I have prepared them accordingly and said, you know, this trip is going to be $15, $20 more. You know, maybe instead of 150, it's 170 or 175. They understand that. They're paying a premium. They're paying a premium at the pump. No, Uber won't do that for you. Oh, you know what? Go and take a nice long ride. We'll give you 45 cents or 55 cents. F you, man. Seriously? F you, Dara. Like, what is 45 cents going to do for a driver? How about you pay 45 to 55 cents per mile? Like, what's up with that BS insult? And that's why you see this anger on the streets, city by city. You're pushing back. That's good. Putting a lot of pressure on them, and they're feeling the pressure, my friends. Believe me when I say they are feeling the pressure. Doesn't mean they're directly addressing safety, they're addressing carjacking, they're addressing the fuel assistance. No, they are feeling the pressure. That's why they say, oh, we may make some adjustments for you in the future. Look, don't bring the word may or maybe into this, right? That's probably the weakest word in the Oxford Dictionary. We're not interested in may or maybes, right? Replace that with will. We will do this, right? And then if you will do it, give us a date. Don't say, oh, we will do this temporarily for 30 days or 60 days. No, we will increase the fuel assistance. We'll adjust it according to fuel prices, city by city. This is what we'll do with you. They can do the research. They can find the sweet spot, right? But no, they'd rather gamble, and they'd rather lose a lot of drivers over this topic. This just shows me that there's no leadership on top. Dara, and you call yourself a CEO, you give yourself a pay increase? This fool gave himself a 63% pay increase. If he made, oh my God, that's the best statement of the day. May I read this out? Craig probably has the best. Dara, are you listening up? Right? If he made the drivers happy, he could get rid of the $2 million security team. You got to ask yourself why Dara has a $2 million security team. because there's a lot of drivers coming at him, believe me. There's a lot of pissed off drivers, right? That's why you got to spend $2 million on your security, keeping your own ass safe and your wife safe and your kids safe, because you know karma's gonna get you. You know what you have done out there in the big world. So it's such a true statement. Go out there, keep the people happy, and you can probably in 12 months abolish your $2 million security team. But you got to really step it up. And if you don't, I would increase that security team to $3 million, because he's going to need it. People are pissed. People are livid. They're angry, right? You know, saw that St. Patrick's Day, how people that never had striked or protested before went out there and stood up. And there was another caravan yesterday, well organized by Rideshare Drivers United, another one. It took place in San Francisco, Chicago, San Diego, LA. Got all these caravans, all this extra additional press that we need against them to pressure them into making some correct decisions, right? Unfortunately, that is what we have to do, Dara. Unfortunately, we have to take matters in our own hands and organize, because you are not doing the leadership for us. You are not making these individuals happy. You are not addressing the pay. You are not addressing carjacking. You are not addressing safety. You are not addressing the high prices at the gas pump. Pretending it'll all go away. We may give you some assistance in the future. No, we living in the now, buddy. We live in the now. You know, great if there is a future. We're living in the now. Now it's important to make the changes. Just another pathetic Uber spokesman. Smash that like button. Looks like this, please. Marco's in the house. Marco Tropoya is in the house. Shout out to my brother Marco. Happy Thursday, Marco, to you and the family. Hopefully you're doing great, staying safe, making money, hustling, doing whatever it takes. We do whatever it takes to whatever it takes. I shouldn't say whatever it takes. We're not going to stand on the side of the road and prostitute ourselves out and sleep with someone for $20. No. So not whatever it takes. But with the rideshare companies, we're fighting back and doing whatever it takes. I'm not saying to you, I'm not encouraging you to do whatever it takes to make some money. Sorry. Don't go out there and sell crack or amphetamines to make, or sell drugs to make some money, right? There are a lot of legitimate ways to make cash. Thank you, my friend. Display Ride is great, yeah. I'll be giving you guys a link soon. You can sign up for Display Ride. The good thing about Display Ride is if that arsehole in the back decides to pull a knife or a gun, it's already too late, because his face, his eyes are, and his actions, the fact that he pulled a knife or a gun, are already in a cloud. It's been recorded and it's been sent via satellite to a cloud. So even if that carjacker wants to remove the dash cam or remove the camera, it's too late, buddy. Your actions have already spoken volumes. It was your intent to shoot or kill or kidnap. I hope that driver survives, but it's too late. Captured your actions in the cloud. Game over. Let the police take over. Let the courts take over. Lock him up. Lock up that trash. Lock up that trash. Right? How's everyone today? That is from Philip in the house. Philip Merriweather. I'm here in Hidden Hills. Clients all day long. Tomorrow, clients all day long. Weekend clients all day long. And then I'm going to take a couple of days. I'm going to go skiing with the kids. Hopefully catch the last bit of snow. Stretch here, driving through the mountains, Malibu Canyon. Nice little stretch, mountains are green. Thank you, my friend. Likewise, works both ways, Tom. Listen, we feed off each other, right? Just keep the energy coming. I can bring a lot of energy. Where do I get the energy from? You guys. You guys give me the topics. You guys give me the ammunition. You guys give me the energy to keep on pushing forward. This is teamwork, my friends. We are a team. Not just one YouTuber. No, this is an army of people that deserve better. Really. Thank you. Oh, that's the new Lux Sprinter. Oh my God, that's a beautiful car. They're super expensive. It's called the Lux Sprinter by Mercedes-Benz. Beautiful car. 55 cents. That's pathetic. 55 cents is pathetic. Pathetic. Patético. Patético en español. No bueno. Coachella is coming up. Big money weekend, Coachella, followed by Stagecoach, followed by Coachella. Oh, I think it's 2 weeks of Coachella and then it's Stagecoach. Big money days. It's Thursday afternoon. Shout out to everyone. Poverty wages, yeah. It's an insult, man. It's an insult what they think they can pay. All right. Gonna wind it down here. Get ready. Started early this morning. Early bird catches the worm. Already caught a couple of worms. Reconnecting. Verizon's messing us around. Phoenix Summerlin in the house. Roy Watkus. Hi Phoenix, Summerlin in the house. There we go. Oh, they'll listen. Eventually they'll listen because they're going to lose and lose. Eventually they'll listen. Let them keep on with their stubborn ways. It's not going to work well for them at the end of the day. Whatever they are doing is not working for them. The formula that they are applying is not working for them. Whatever you are doing, just keep the pressure going. So I'm going to cut it here. I got to rock and roll and get ready. Shower, change, eat, and then tomorrow we'll get ready for the weekend. Keep it real. Recap. Any story you come across where you feel like, hey, sorry, I was waiting for the signal to come back. Any story you can amplify in social media, keep on pushing. Don't give up. You're doing a great job. Thank you, everyone, and be safe. I'll see you again tomorrow.